It's Grow TV, where we grow together and learn about God.
Hello friends, it is VR travel time, and with these goggles right here, I can travel to any cool place you can possibly imagine. I got them from my buddy Carl. Do you know them? They're awesome and they look super cool when they're on too. See? What? Yo, these things are so cool. They'll probably take you with me wherever I go. You wanna try? Yo, come on, let's go. Whoa, looks like we're in a wheat field in Kansas. Don't get me wrong, it's beautiful, but whether you have super cool VR goggles or not, I've been thinking about world's beautiful wonders. Places you might go that makes you say, whoa, like, whoa, whoa. Here we are in the Amazon rainforest. Did you know that this is the largest tropical wilderness in the world? Whoa, it stretches out over 8 different countries in South America. Whoa, like, whoa. Here we are in the Sahara Desert. Yo, the Sahara Desert, there's a lot of sand. This is the world's largest hot desert. It covers over 3.5 million square miles. That's a lot of miles of desert. Where does all the sand come from? Whoa, whoa. Here we are in the Grand Canyon. What's up, Grand Canyon? Did you know that the Grand Canyon is bigger than the whole state of Rhode Island? When people said, you can't be bigger than a state, you were like, yeah, I can. Yeah, I can. Isn't it grand?
Hey, Steve. What's going on?
Whoa, be careful. Don't fall in. We're at the Grand Canyon.
I think it's just virtual reality.
I know, but it still makes you go, whoa, right? I mean, how did this great big stuff like that ever come to be? It makes you stop and think.
Yeah, it's like someone or something really big had to make it. Huh? It actually reminds me of a Bible story. The story is from the book of Job, chapter 38. After Job lost his family, his health, and everything he owned, he still didn't do or say anything against God. But Job did have questions.
Yeah, I would have some questions if I were him. Like, why did this happen to me?
Job's friends tried to tell him that he must have done something wrong. They thought God was punishing Job for something. But Job knew that he didn't do anything wrong. He didn't have any answers. So Job asked his questions to God. Job wanted to know, why was God letting this happen to him?
Job went straight to the source, huh? Did God answer?
Yes. In Job 38:2, God finally answered Job. But it wasn't in the way Job expected. God had some questions for Job too. God said in Job 38:2, where were you when I laid the earth's foundations? Tell me if you understand.
No way Job could answer that.
Obviously, God was helping Job remember how big God is. God was the one who created the whole world. God was the one who tells lightning bolts where to go. That's big.
Whoa! God was way bigger than Job knew. God wanted Job to trust, even when Job couldn't understand what was going on. Things can get hard for us too. Even when we can't fully understand why some things are happening, one thing we can do is trust God.
We all go through tough stuff along the way in our lives. And when we do, we have questions like Job did. But maybe if we just look around like you're doing, we'll be reminded of how big God is.
Whoa!
Happy sightseeing. God is bigger than we could ever understand.
God didn't answer Job's questions directly, but maybe God's questions were better and bigger than what Job might have wanted to hear, and what we want to hear sometimes when we're going through something hard. We all go through hard stuff along the way. Maybe it's not as hard as what Job went through, or maybe it's a lot like that. Either way, those hard situations can feel as big, dark, and deep as the Grand Canyon. Sometimes we wish that God could just tell us why bad stuff happens. But isn't it kind of better that God reminds us that God is bigger than anything we could ever go through? We can leave everything in God's hands. God stretched out the Sahara Desert. Whoa. God carved out the Grand Canyon. Whoa. Whenever some hard situations feel too big, remember, God is bigger. God is bigger than we could ever understand. And that big God is on your side. It's been so fun traveling with you. Well, kind of traveling and learning Bible stuff with you. It's always good to learn and grow together. See you next time. Bye.